Okay, so even if I'm not moving and I hold circle, it stays zoomed out. So maybe I'll just hold circle all the time. Does not... Yeah, I hear you talking, and I don't like it. I'm looking for treasure. Looking for buried treasure. It's not really buried, though. With some expert guidance, I was able to get here pretty quickly thanks to you. You should expect nothing less of a battleship. But I'm beginning to feel a little worried that she won't find her way home now. Anyway, I have no time to worry about her now. I need to get inside the building. Why is this building so big? It's like 10 times larger than the hotel. I'm completely lost. It's all over now. I have no idea where this meeting room is supposed to be. Should I ask someone else for directions? Oh my god, look at this one! She's like not even in the center of the screen and almost takes up the whole thing with her bullshit. You there, how does she even fit in this fucking hallway if she doesn't fit on the screen? Oh, thank goodness. I was called here by Lady Nagato. I came all the way here, but I've never met her and yada yada yada. It's inexcusable for me to be so disrespectful before we even meet. And this and that, you know what I mean. I see. So you have finally arrived. Everyone has been waiting. Goodness. Wait, do you know Lady Nagato? But of course. I am Nagato after all. What? It seems you have not understood the importance of what I have said. I will say it again. I am Nagato. Goodness, I miss a few ceremonies, and now no one can remember my face. Perhaps it was a mistake to leave Yamato too. Oh, she's swooning. She fainted? All of the character portraits are so big. Lady Nagato, why are you yelling out here? Kagi, this is... Oh my, did you do away with the ill-mannered guest yourself? No, she fainted on her own. How does one go about conducting a resuscitation? Do I need water? Oil? Water should suffice, don't you think? Let's see, I have a water bottle we can use. She struck her with it? What on earth was I? Finally awake, impudent girl. You are in the presence of Our Lady. Lower your head. I just remembered everything. My disrespectful actions. The only way I can apologize now is by slicing open my stomach. Oh, there she is, in the center of the screen, and her entire portrait is not even visible. Will you wait? My word, I do not think this conversation can calm down at this rate. Let us change locations. Yeah, we need to go somewhere bigger where she fucking fits. Where are we go? Oh, just out to sea. Yeah, that's a good place to fit. Now this should do. New recruit to join our Sakura Empire fleet. Speak your thoughts on the current scenery. We're not far from the base, but this ocean feels so pleasant. This serenity is great for one's attitude. It feels nice to splash it with my legs. The water here isn't murky at all. It makes me want to take off. The expanse is endless. As far as the eye can see, it's just a wash of blue. I feel it cleansing my soul. There are those that say the ocean is the same wherever you look at it in the world, but, like people, oceans have personalities too. I'm glad. I feel like it's been quite some time since I've actually seen Lady Nagato in such high spirits. Yes, it was a fine idea to bring her here. What did you say your name was? Oh my, I had already told you. Have you forgotten? It is important to allow them to name themselves, is it not? Yes, I am Shimikaze, the Destroyer Shimikaze. You are related to the #1 class patrol boats. No wonder. I sense a wind that is different from how you appear. Now then, Shimikaze, we will discuss why you were called. Yes, as you wish. I heard you fought the sirens the other day. Apparently, you fired first, is this correct? Yes, I did engage them. We can set that point aside now. There were no injuries after all. What I want to know is how the sirens reacted. What sort of weaponry did they possess? Was there a commander? No, I saw no commander. It was a fleet of mass-produced units that we only seen pictures of in our textbooks. The Siren's weapons were nothing unusual. We already know the things they carried, and in terms of power, they were below average. Yes, they weren't a real threat. When returning fire, it didn't seem they had any real strategy. Their reflexes were animal-like. Perhaps they just happened to be placed in the ocean. Still, their great numbers are something to be concerned about. Now that I remember, there was a transport ship past the mass-produced fleet. That is true. I heard this report from Surga as well. I also heard you failed to capture any of them. I'm so sorry. It is fine. The fact that you are safe and able to discuss this is sufficient. So, from the ships, what came out? The cubes? I don't know what the Sirens actually called them, but that's the shape that they were. What is that, a lame-ass picture of a cube? I heard there were quite a few of these cubes. Very well. May we recapitulate Shimikaze's story for a moment? Indeed, we may surmise that the unmanned vessels were deployed in order to protect the transport ship carrying these cubes. I believe so as well. I'm most honored we're of the same opinion. Blah, blah, blah. All this reading, it's getting to me. What is it? I understand very well that I'm quite ignorant, but what relationship do you and Miss Akagi have, Lady Nagato? I am much like a regent to Lady Nagato. You can leave with Lady by now. There is no need for formalities in front of a young recruit like Shimikaze. I am merely illuminating the distinction. Please pay it no mind. I see. Oh, I think someone is coming. Ah, that must be Kaga and the others. Kaka. That's what I'm going to call it. She's Kaka. They must have completed the investigation I requested. Here you all are. Have returned, Lady Nagato. Akagi. Oh, you are... Shimikaze, why have you been called here? Could it be you have been disrespectful to Lady Nagato? No, I'm just here because of the incident from before. I've been keeping quiet the last few days, I promise. How noisy. Do not lose your composure. It seems we have increased our numbers a bit. No matter. So what do you have for me? Right, about the mysterious hexahedrons found at the location. Well, I have brought a few. Oh, the cubes! Yeah, why can't you just call it a cube instead of giving me pause at an uncommon word? Wow, so these are the rumored cubes. They seem to possess a beauty that is difficult for me to associate with sirens. They are made from an unknown material. That much can be inferred without even touching them. This is my first time seeing such a cube. Yes, these hexahedrons are inexplicably cubes. The hexahedrons. Cubes! Everyone's of the same mind as me. Let's not complicate it. Kaga, it seems the name has stuck quite quickly. At this point, we should just go with it. One of you could at least back me up. Oh, very well. Cubes it is. So the cubes... Yes. So these cubes, even though they've been in the ocean for some time before we got them, they weren't wet at all. They didn't sink, they didn't float, they ignored physics and just stayed in place in the ocean. The currents don't faze them. So what does this mean? We don't know. They don't make sense. They exist in this world, sure, but they ignore the very laws of nature. They aren't different from mines. The possibility is there. They've protected against currents. They're protected against currents. They can move on their own, too. Close to sea mines. Could it be that they could explode? Explode? Well, we observed them for an entire day, but it doesn't seem like they'll be exploding anytime soon. However, being they were on a siren ship, we can't fully guarantee they're safe objects. Additionally, the other cubes that are left in the sea are beginning to move as if they have their own will. How horrible. This is quite creepy, is it not? It seems they will soon be leaving the Sakura Empire and enter Eagle Union waters. I'm not sure what will happen after that. Could this become a diplomatic issue? This is a little above our pay grade, so we came here searching for guidance. Akagi, my sincerest apologies, but will you please lend me your wisdom once more? Oh, Lady Nagato, you must trust Miss Akagi very well. There is no one in this world who comes close to Akagi when it comes to Sakura Empire and unusual strategies. You mustn't rely on me so much, you know. However, as this is a difficult situation, I will allow it this time. Unusual strategies. Better not be any sort of sinister plot. So what do you plan to do? If we're reckless, we may agitate the sirens, or maybe even other nations. Then we must simply do this right. This is immediate. Send communications to the Eagle Union, and to the Royal Navy and Iron Blood as well. Together with the 4 nations, we will conduct a joint military exercise. Shimikaze. She can't read Misaki's thoughts at all. It makes me feel useless. I do not understand either. Aki, this seems very complicated, does it not? Tako, do you understand? Military exercise. I think it's quite interesting. Tako, don't think too hard, okay? How rude. Everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses. Well, I understand it just fine. You'll use the military exercise as an excuse to manipulate the other nations, yes? What a cruel way to phrase it. We're merely presenting them with an opportunity to help a noble cause. If we contact the other nations, what will we do with the cubes in the end? Will we split them among Union Royal and Iron Blood? Those siren ships were destroyed in our waters. We found those cubes, it's our responsibility. Well, if they're not too dangerous, that is. I see, so the Sakura Empire really will capitalize on this situation. I cannot say I admire this plan, but... aside from what we'll do with them, we should not reveal our circumstances, so I agree with Akagi. We should be careful of the Iron Blood as well. Yes, you're right. Iron Blood is devoted to researching siren technology. If we carelessly hand them the cubes, they may act recklessly, right? Could you please just tell me if my inquiry is correct? Perhaps we should leave the Iron Blood out of our exercise? I feel like that would create a different problem, Aki. We should make sure all 4 nations are on the same page. We'll be recovering those cubes in secret, after all. If we leave anyone out, we would only be inviting more scrutiny. You're quite right. Very well then, let us keep step with all 4 nations. Seems our conversation is just about finished, and please, we do not need more bloodshed. Aki, I am counting on you. Thank you, as you wish. Oh yes, Shimikaze, perhaps I can task you with taking care of communications within the Sakura Empire? Would that really be okay? Unfortunately, I understood so very little of everyone's conversations. That is in fact all the better. Okay, so now we'll need to prepare a schedule to find a venue. You may use the Sea Resort. We have no festivals booked for some time and it is perfect. It is a perfect gathering place, is it not? You're absolutely right. I will take you up on the offer. How to go, Dako, will you assist me with the preparations? Alright, understood. Then, does that mean I get the most troublesome role of liaison? Let's move, everyone. Off you go. Off you go. Sister, you always are so rough with everyone. Typical. I'll get going, I guess. Me too. I can do this. Oh, newbie. You have such pretty eyes. This is a fine opportunity. I hope you get well with the Sakura Empire. Let us become even happier together. That's a weird thing to say. I'm so scared just to be in the same room as these people, but I'm so happy that I get to be included in this inner circle. I know that I was the only one summoned, but I wish I could have brought Miss Surga too. I'm sure that would have really livened things up. You know what would really liven things up? Some fucking gameplay. Can we get back to gameplay? Okay. That wasn't particularly fruitful. Oh no, it's got a question mark and not a person, so hopefully it's a battle. On my way back, I encounter some of these sirens and have some more gameplay. There's been less than 4 minutes of gameplay because I finished both those things in less than 2 minutes. Good grief, what the heck am I doing? I came to see Shimikaze in order to do what? Is it because of our relationship as partners? I did give her my thanks, although it did sound like I was talking to myself. Do I really want to interact with people? Is the weather worse than before? Huh? Shimikaze, what's she doing in the middle of the ocean? Who's that next to her? I'm sorry, please just let me go. I'll make it up to you someday, I promise. A dangerous looking girl. Someday isn't good enough for me. I won't take that answer. You know what it means to pay your debts, don't you? Oh, please. Can't you let this go? I can fix this, so could you at least let me call someone who's good with tech? What's she doing with that dangerous girl? I'm pissed. My precious rigging, everything is ruined. So when will it be? When's that person gonna come and fix this? Even if you ask me, with such excited, sparkling eyes. They're not sparkling, they're glaring. Your friend has a feral look in her eyes. What nation is she from? Why is that? Just looking at her gives me chills. I felt this unpleasant feeling somewhere before. Oh, if only Miss Urigo were here right now. What? Miss Urigo, you say? You bring up an interesting name. So that girl can do something about this? Well, how do I put this? She's like a partner who is firm to point out my faults. She's tough but fair. Though, I don't quite know what Miss Urigo actually thinks of me, but... Oh, nice. How very nice. I got some interest in a blossoming relationship like this. Is that so? Then you'll call her here right now, yeah? Or, well, the thing is, I don't exactly know where she is right now. Don't look this way. Hey, you've been looking over here for a while now, but who are you? What? Shimikaze covered for me. I see, you're a passerby. Yep, that's right. Okay, I'm going now. Just a sec. Since you're here, I'll ask you instead. I guess some kind of shootout happened here the other day, and you see, my precious machinery here was destroyed by a wild bullet. I'm really sorry, I was desperate because I was fighting sirens, and I couldn't differentiate. I was wondering what you thought as an outsider. This one has just been apologizing this whole time. Doesn't that just sound so irritating? So? If you'd like, you can even shoot her with your own riggings for me. What? If real bullets scare you, you could just shoot blanks, I guess. It's okay, right? She's just a stranger. No need to hold back. Or, as I suspected, you're just worried about your little friend? I guess I could just shoot you instead? This girl, she's saying this knowing exactly who I am. And she's asking me to do the ridiculous. I don't shoot at people outside of exercises and battles. I'll leave how I handled to the two of you. Don't rely on me, you idiot. Why are you letting yourself get swept along by your opponent? You, name yourself. Me? I guess you can call me Perichi. Perichi. You don't look like you're from the Sakura Empire. Are you a tourist? What? What's the matter all of a sudden yelling like that? Well, something like that, I guess. These are Sakura Empire waters. Not only that, but this territory is used for military exercises. Why would your belongings be in a place like this? That's because I dropped them. It's not normal. Civilians can't even get close to this area. That broken machinery looks military related. Or am I mistaken? If you're going to pick a fight with a citizen of the Sakura Empire, you should first reveal your identity. Is there anything wrong with this assertion? Why, you don't get full of yourself. That's enough. What? Time is up, Preachy. Right? Return. Wait, you don't tell me what to do. I'm in charge of these waters. Yes, that's true, but I hold the role of supervising your actions. What do you make of that? Ugh. If you choose to cause any further mischief, I'd end up reporting this to Zero. Is that okay? I mean, I don't mind, but... If that won't work for you, then you should return at once. I'll wait for 3 minutes. That is all. You get to live. For now. I was hoping we'd fight her, because I'm getting bored of not gameplay. Who is she talking to? And how? Oh, the waters are getting rough out there. Be careful. Why are you worrying about her? Sorry, you saved me again. Is that so? Well, whatever. Should we return to base now or what? Yes. I have so many things to think about, but it's no use now. My brain isn't working. Oh great, apparently this next one is an event battle. This should be enough seating for now. Ayami, will you secure the expansion of the dock? Yes, of course. I'll request supplies from Akashi if need be. Oh my god, you can't just put a bunch of names like that in a row. Ikazuchi, Inazuma, Hamikaze, and Yudashi. will be helping too, so it'll be alright. I apologize for asking you to stretch yourself so thin and take care of this. We should thank you, Tako. You've taken care of us destroyers, even with your increasingly difficult schedule. These situations really not frustrating. It isn't difficult at all. It's admirable. Honestly, I find more difficulty in keeping up with the conversations of Aki and the others during our meetings. I see, I understand. Also, I've been feeling a heated gaze for a while now. It's sudden and it makes me feel a little embarrassed. It makes it hard to respond. Ayanami, don't say it like that. What's the matter with you two? Shimikaze, it hasn't been long since I've seen you. You're acting like both your engines have stalled. To be honest, I'd like an exorcism. Well, that's not exactly my area of expertise. Are you in trouble again? Because I don't have a cure for that. Tako, we should be open of the practice spaces for them. There isn't anything scheduled here for the rest of the day, so it'll be fine. Would you like to try shooting at the test equipment to test your riggings? This may alleviate some of your gloom. Would that be okay? Because then I'll gladly take you up on your... Oop. I did it again. I pressed R2 that time. I'll gladly take you up on your kindness. Oh, and it appears it didn't matter because that was the last line in the scene anyways. Okay, so I have the option to use this. I maybe want to save that for later missions to get better things from harder missions. The area enclosed by the white dotted line in the center of the screen is the lock-on area. If you catch the enemy in this area, a small red circle will appear and your attacks will automatically hit that enemy. However, if the green circle appears, it may mean they are out of range. By pressing and holding the X button when using Control Tab, you will begin a lock-on attack. Multiple enemies will be targeted with red circles and the attack will fire when the X button is released. The rightmost meter must be full as usual. Oh, there's an emergency. I really want to try the lock-on attack instead of just finishing this boss off so quickly. Because when I do that move, it seems to be very devastating. Oh, I managed to do it. I think I released X too soon. Oh, my right meter is not full. Okay, I'm actually now just looking at the meters and figuring out how the hell they work. Battle clear. I hope I did it fast enough to get that bonus. Can't complain. As usual, complaints cannot be made. Yep, cleared in 2 minutes. We have had less than 6 minutes of gameplay in this... oh geez, it's almost been an hour. A few days later, I was able to change my mood by focusing on simple drills. Oh, of course, I diligently ran around and gave notice to people about the joint military exercise that Miss Akagi requested of me. Quite a few people are involved, and not just from the Sakura Empire. I don't need to tell you that the whole nation is very excited. Oh, that's right, I haven't seen that one menacing person, Parichi? At least since that last encounter. A lot about her, including her affiliation, is very mysterious. Her happiness about her ring seemed honest, though. That was real. If I get another chance to meet her, I'd like to talk to her face to face, after I somehow figure out how to fix one of her rings on my own. Though I didn't run into Parichi, I keep getting chased around by Aoba and Akashi. They're burning with journalistic passion. Before I knew it, a week had passed. Time went by so quickly. The first day of the joint military exercise was upon us. Now then, it's time, Miss Uruga. I am so delighted to be standing with you side by side once again. We just happen to be walking through the same entrance, that's all. Whoa, why the long face? Oh dear, Miss Uruga, do you not like me coming along with you after all? Well, don't panic. I said no such thing, did I? I'm just not sure I like to be involved with something so flashy. See, now that I remember, this is your first time at the Marine Resort, isn't it, Miss Uruga? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. This is still just an exercise, isn't it? I know it's on a larger scale, but yeah. I don't get why people are this excited. Oh no, this exercise has a very important reason for being here, which I must refrain from talking about right now. You look like you want to say something. No, it's nothing at all. Please be in a better mood. I'll move my gaze away from Miss Suruka. We'll just look at everyone else. Oh, it's the Yamashiro and Congo. It looks like they're hosting the reception for the attendees. Yeah, see, their boatness is a lot less obvious. And who's in the group in front of them? Unicorn, can you not find your passport yet? Perhaps I'll have some piggy go find it. I'm sorry, I'll find it right away. I apologize, I trust you're all from Royal Navy, but I'm still required to verify that everyone's passports are in order. No, of course, this is standard protocol. The loss of her passport is our error, and there is no need to apologize. I'll call some staff to help look for it right away. Looks like they're having some trouble. Is that her passport over there? Huh? She's going towards the passport, really? Is this what you were looking for? Oh, this is it. Unicorn's passport. Thank you, miss. Unicorn, please, you mustn't lose that again. Thank you very much. It's quite alright. Surga, of course it was you. Oh my, you're quite the smooth one, aren't you? Are you insinuating that the Royal Navy doesn't repay our debts? Lady Ajax, please do not hide your thanks behind such words. Anyway, I wish to thank you as well. Please allow us to repay you. Yes. Oh, I must be going now. Yeah, that wasn't very smooth. She ran away, I better go after her. I thought she was smooth. Running away from social situations is not very smooth, believe me. I saw it, you know. It was amazing of you to give such quick help to visitors from another nation. I stood out again. I wonder if something bad happened to her in the past because she stood out? Well, I can't ask that right now. I just want to help. It might feel like I'm getting in the way at times, but I just want to ask your permission to assist you. Okay, I get it already. Well, this might be sudden, but I need help with something right away. Yes, anything you need. Show me to the meeting hall. I don't know the way there. I was honestly just planning on killing time. Unfortunately, time isn't something you can kill. Come now, we've made it this far. Let's go to the opening ceremony together. Such a pain. All we have to do is listen to a few speeches. It's not like we have to do anything. It'll only be a little while. Come on. Alright, the next one says event and not event battle. So for real this time, hard cut to gameplay. Alright, so after introducing a bunch of characters from different nations and having a bunch of speeches and a bunch of jokes, I guess we're having a new kind of combat. Instead of fighting a bunch of enemies, we're targeting one enemy. Oh, that's not charged. Looks like it's just going to be a lot of circle strafing. Are those like mines? I probably don't want to run into them. Yeah, let's do this. My lock-on attack. She seems to have a lot of health. I guess I just want to keep locked onto her. Maybe do a couple more of these. There we go. Let's try square. Alright, that just increases my attack and speed. The water is kind of nice, I gotta say. Despite the arenas being pretty much just water and islands in the background, like the water does look nice. Unfortunately, because of the jumble of numbers and targeting things and just stuff I'm shooting, can't really appreciate the other character models. And it's, as you can see, it's pretty simple. I'm just circle strafing and then occasionally doing my moves. It sucks that she has so much health. I kind of like fighting enemies better because they're at least something to look at and many targets instead of just circle strafing. Guess I'll do my lightning flash again. Might as well. Get my lock-on attack for that big damage. She doesn't appear to have been... I mean, she's hitting me occasionally, but not doing a whole lot of damage. Toss 2 of those out. Is it finished? Battle clear. Was that less than 2 minutes again? Cleared within 2 minutes. Another S, of course. So after the big meeting of everyone showing up and shaking hands and going, look, all the nations still like each other, we just had a little battle for funsies to show off, I guess. Good work, Nia. How was that match with your fellow Kansen? It was quite the ceremony. The audience in the hall and my little sister are most happy. Goodness, the Sakura Empire is tough. I might have lost if they fought like this during the World Friendly match. I'm honored by your praise. I am certain that the leaders of Sakura Empire will be greatly pleased as well. Are they using Zhao Company's ratings? They've progressed in an instant. I cannot let myself sit idly by. Oh yeah, we met a Chinese person, I guess, that's kinda hanging out with us. Goodness, your eyes sparkle as soon as weapons are discussed. It's the only part of you that is childlike, isn't it? Although I do find it so charming. What are you trying to say? Alright, let's wrap it up. Our opening ceremony is complete. Have a safe return to your rooms, everyone. Phew, it's over. I'll say just in case, but the real matches are tomorrow, you know? Oh, that's being High, the new girl we met. Great work. Your match with Ayanami was incredible to watch. Nah, she was going easy on me. I'm still not that good. What are your plans after this, Ping Hai? Ping Hai will be appearing on the 5th day, so I'll be taking it easy in the hotel for a while. Goodbye. Okay, so Miss Suruga, wait, you're going with Ping Hai? This is just the perfect time. Oh dear. Oh geez, and now there's like so much shit suddenly. Well, I think that's as good a time as any to call it quits for this video. So that's been Azur Lane Crosswave. As you can see, it's very visual novel focused, which is kind of expected from these anime games. The rounds of gameplay are pretty fast. Hopefully there's some more lengthier stuff later on, or maybe just like waves after waves. I would just like a bit more gameplay. I like me some basic shooters, even the basic ones, of which I've been playing a lot on PS3. A lot of shooters are on my backlog. But if you enjoyed watching this, stay tuned for my casual streams of it, as well as streams of PS3 games. And, you know, check back for new videos all the time. 2 updates a week, and plenty of live streams for you to peek in on. Thanks for watching.